Alright, Zyron back in action, and today we're going to talk about the news, alright? And there are three different things I want to talk about. First up, we're going to talk about the new unit review. There are four of them. Singe, if you want to pronounce it that way, 8, Queen, and 9, as well as the new event news, the Demolition event, as well as the updated daily rewards. Have a little bit to say about that. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's begin straight up. Alright, so let's talk about, first up, Shinj. Okay, she's a 3-star base. She gives a Trust Master reward of Innocence, both attack and defense by 20%. So if we are going to pull for Queen, which later on I'll give you the verdict, you would definitely have lots of Shinj. Okay, and more importantly, you get more chances of getting Innocence, alright? And you can do that by Trust Master farming, or you can do that by doing a Trust Moogle thing. I highly recommend you to Trust Farm instead, because you want to probably put your Trust Moogles and your Excaliburs and your Blade Masteries and your Dual Cast and Dual Wheels instead. But this is a great Trust Master, alright? Okay, imagine putting that on my Noctis, on my Randy. Different ones would benefit from this. Very, very adaptable. I like it. Alright, and next up is 8, another 3-star base to 5-star, and his Trustmaster reward is Tranquility. Okay, so it's a boost HP and MP by 15%. So Rain would definitely do well with this, as well as Sissel. So keep that in mind as you pull for this event. Alright, next up, we are going to talk about, sorry about that, we are going to talk about our main event, Queen. Alright, and Queen is exceptional. She has the Trustmaster Wisdom, and the Wisdom TMR does a lot. Alright, it does an attack boost of 30% and HP plus 20%. Now, if you have Lightning, you have Lunef, you have Noctis, or if you have Chizuru, this is perfect for you. Wisdom. Alright, let's go straight into the skills. Her physical damage, I've checked this through. Balastra Lunge, Mana Sphere, and different ones like that. They do about 2.0, 1.8 attack to 1 enemy. Now I don't really like that because AoE is far better and far more important, but what I like about her is that she gets Magic Martyr, right? And that is our next best MP recovery following Noctis, which does heal 10 MP 0.3 times for 3 turns to all allies, but it inflicts damage 500 HP to the owner, which is a Queen. Now that is slightly different from Ling, who heals MP for everyone except herself, and slightly different from Noctis, who for free just kind of gives it to everyone. 32 MP cost for cover. Not too bad. Different unique look at how to recover MP. I personally wouldn't complain too much. It is pretty good. Alright, next up we want to talk about Devastate. Now this is the one that we really want to talk about because it's the new global exclusive skill that has been added. 5 physical damage to random enemy. Alright, and it's 4.5 times. Now this seems to be an upgraded barrage, and I really like it personally. And it costs 24 MP. I like that, right? And now the great thing about Queen, alright, the question here is, I wonder whether she would make it to the top tier of the Ffbe hosts like Lunef, Lightning, and Noctis. Now if she makes it there, this following magic spells that she has will make her imbalanced completely. If this Devastate only causes her to be as good as Chizuru or Mercedes, not too bad. Alright, she's still not too bad a unit, and let me show you why. Because she has Kuraja. Now imagine this, an attack unit with Kuraja. That is insane, because that makes her a utility attacker, and that's really great. Alright, imagine having a team with a tanker, a healer, so on and so forth, and then you have Queen. Alright, and she functions as your second best attacker, but she can also heal along with your one other healer. She takes up that utility slot. So that's what makes Queen so attractive, alright? As well as Devastate, I'm really looking forward to see the mechanic of whether when it says 5 physical damage to random enemy, does that mean to one random enemy or does that mean to random enemies like Barrage? Now if it is to one enemy, I would say that she becomes a really great boss killer, and if it's to random enemies, alright, it's not that great, alright? So that is Queen. Not too bad a unit at all. Following that is 9, alright? And 9 has Action as his Trustmaster. Let's quickly look it up. Okay, it has increase experience 50%, and this is very interesting because people are talking on the forum, right, and they're saying that it stacks with growth 8, which Medeas has. Now I personally wouldn't spend my trust Moogles on this, but I might trust farm this, okay, going to the Earth Shrine to do my dues and get it up. Alright, but now what is interesting about 9 is the fact that he takes over Kain as the best jumper. Okay, I mean, if we take Noctis out of the picture, physical damage 1.8 with 1 jump. Okay, and then he has high jump, increased damage for jump attacks 100%. Now that is interesting, alright? The other thing that I like about him is that he has stopped 30% for 3 turns to all enemies. Now he's going to be a pain to face in the arena, alright? He has Whirling Lance. It's a good skill to have. It's kind of like in the mode of Hit All and Area Blast that Lightning and Lunef have. 1.8 attack to all enemies. Really good. Really good. I kind of wish Queen had something like this. Now he has double recover, okay, so he's kind of being molded into an exploration kind of a unit, right? And you see Ffbe trying to do this with Rain as well. Rain having that Knight's Pride that keeps him from all status ailments so long as he comes out of battle. Now this one, he gets recover 5 HP and MP while walking 5 steps. Pretty good. He gets a random demon killer. I'm okay with that. He gets an increased attack 30% when equipped with a spear. Pretty good. And physical damage 4.5. Now this is interesting because that is kind of like Devastate, except that he has a 3-turn delay and it's to one enemy. Right, so this makes 9 a very interesting prospect. He's definitely not the best attacker we have, but let's take a look at this, alright? He gets an attack plus 20%, and he gets a Spear Adept increase 30%, altogether a 50% increase of attack. Decent, alright, decent. Probably better than a Chizuru, but I wouldn't, yeah, not that great. So overall, if you're asking me, Zyron, what do I do with this? I would say you have to pull. And you're gonna ask why Zyron, why? And the reason is because of the event. Alright, and if you want to farm, you gotta get these units, alright? Because Queen has a 100% bonus. I think 9 has 75% and 8 and Chinch has a 50%. So that's a bit sad. I would still advise you against selling, buying this with your Lapis and going for this banner. The reason why is if you have watched my other video on Orlando coming out, Eileen coming out, and Tidus. Now they are coming quick and fast, and my suspicion is they're going to all come within weeks of each other. So do not spend all your Lapis because you need as much as you have, as much as you can on those banners, alright? Queen is not going to feature at the top. She's not even in the top 10 of Ffbe Japan. I don't think she'll feature in the top 10 eventually of Ffbe Global. Maybe for now, but not eventually at the end, alright? So take my advice, summon rare, summon tickets. Okay, you're going to get a couple from the King Mog event. Spend it, alright? I personally, for me, the rule is the rule of 5. I'm going to spend 5 rare summon tickets to get at least 3 of them, 3 units, whether it's 3 8s, 3 9s, or hopefully a queen. You gotta try, alright? And this is the time where you have to clear out your friends list and start to add all the queens that are there and hope that they add you back, okay? Now, let's talk about the event, alright? And beginner quest, rare summon ticket, beautiful, alright? You get White's Phantoma, we get a return of the Phantoma, right? 200, 300, and 500, beautiful. And you get 500 Lapis. Beautiful for when Eileen, Tidus, and Orlando comes out. Alright, so now I'm going to talk a bit of the material that you can find at King Mog, okay? First up is Lightning Speed Jam. It's global exclusive and it's something to do with Last Stand. I don't really like Last Stand, so let's skip past that. It's probably not going to be the material you're going for. This, however, is what I'm looking for. Cheerleader. Now, the real question here is whether it is unit specific, because it is not mentioned here. But many times in King Mog events, we have seen unit specific material, like here we go for snow and so on and so forth. But look at this. Boost attack and defense by 25%, right? And enabling cheer. Man, this is amazing. Okay, let me show you two different ways it can work. The first is you equip this on your healer. For example, if you equip this on your Sissel, right? Your Sissel suddenly has a cheer, which increases 40% attack for your whole team, as well as focus, 40% magic and spirit. That is great, and you get 25% defense. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now there is one way it can work. You can equip it on a Garnet as well, or any other unit that has raise, alright, and treat this as a support boost. Or you can even put it on Cloud of Darkness. Possibilities abound. For me, I would be thinking about putting it on my Randy. Now Randy and Queen are a new breed of second tier attackers that are able to equip Kura and all the green magic spells. Now if he could equip Cheerleader and have cheer after he does his full break, he will be quite the utility player, right? So that's the second way it can work. The last way is, of course, equip it on your best attacker. For me, it's Noctis, attack plus 25% and defense 25% boost, and in the extra, like for example in Abraxas, when every move counted, you have an attacker that can do a cheer. Always valuable, always beautiful. Alright, Energy Bomb, consume HP to deal physical damage, okay. White Knight, boost defense for all allies and cast regen, okay. And Imperial Helm, probably the second material that you should go for after Cheerleader, boost HP by 10%, defense by 5%. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright. Alright, and here they're saying you have 5-star Trust Moogles, all 10%, so hopefully that is the usual 30,000 White Phantoma and 70,000. That's how they usually do it, so remember to farm and remember to summon your banner tickets, alright, for this banner. Right, and next up, let's talk about the equipment that will be available. Skull Crusher, attack plus 35. Personally, I'm not going to go for this. I'm not going to waste my equipment slots on this. Vitality Apparatus, 15% HP. Not too bad. I might get this. For my Sissel or my Randy or my Furion. Alright, Phantasmal Blade. Now this is the thing that we need to talk about. I did a little bit of research. So you see that little icon down here? Yes, down here. It is actually a sword. And if you do not know already, we are actually really limited with swords. Mana Blade and Moonblade. Moonblade by Delita's Trustmaster. Mana Blade by Randy's Trustmaster makes them the highest damage dealing swords. Following that is Venat, which is plus 74 or 76 if I'm not wrong, and it is fire based. Okay, let's check that out. My Randy is holding it. Okay, it's plus 76. Okay, and so this sword takes over Venat as the best sword in the business without Trustmaster farming, and that is great, alright, because Venat has fire element, but what I like about this particular sword, Phantasmal Blade, is that it has no element on it. Now that is brilliant. That is so good. Alright. So yep, you have to summon your units for the bonus, like what I said. Queen 100%. I'm really hoping for a Queen because it's a free Kuraja. 9 is not too bad as well, and I don't mind a few 8s for Trustmaster farming. Alright, but this is something else we need to talk about. Nimbus. Nimbus is the kind of replacement for the Duplicon, if you remember, and he is a high HP monster that is equipped with attacks that can literally instant KO them, right? And he will sometimes appear after boss battles in only pro level quests and up. Alright, so now the interesting thing is that you need to steal from him to get the White Phantoma without dying, of course. But the interesting thing is, it says if you feel you can take him and succeed in doing so, you'll be rewarded with a lot of White Phantoma. So I'm wondering what the mechanic is. Do you steal several times before you try to kill him? Or do you steal and hope that he disappears, right? It says that if he does nothing as long as you don't attack, and he will disappear after a while, so keep stealing until he does. So that's two things. Now I'm wondering whether you can do both to get the best of both worlds. Steal and then kill. Or must you only choose one? And if that is so, I wonder whether stealing is more profitable or killing. Whatever the cost or whatever it is, I'm thankful because Ffbe is thinking of their free-to-play players, because free-to-play players just need to steal as Nimbus appears, and he will just go away and you'll get all the White Phantoma you can get. Brilliant. Alright? So that's the event, and it's a pretty good event. I've been waiting for a King Mog event to get all my mega sites again, all my rare summon tickets, all my trust Moogles again, and all the material and equipment that I can get. So watch this space. King Mog is going to be great. Join the grind, alright? Last but not least, I want to talk about our daily rewards. Now, Gumi has done something really good, and yet something that I don't quite like, okay? What they have done that I don't quite like is actually this 1% trust Moogle. There were rumors that said that it was a dungeon, possibly in Chamber of Trust, for example. There were rumors that this 1% trust Moogle was going to come out in the King Mog event. But unfortunately, it's out in the daily rewards, okay, and it's only out 4 times. So if it's 1% trust Moogle and it's coming out 4 times, you're only going to get 4%. Along with the last trust Moogle, as you can see on day 28, it's 5%. So you are going to get 9%. Now that's very, very strange and a very awkward number, and it's requiring 5 unit slots for a 9% trust Moogle. Now Gumi, why don't you just give us a 10% trust Moogle and 1% of each 1% trust Moogle? Now the only caveat here is that in the Jap version, it says anything, a random number till 5%. Now I wonder whether Gumi has made it 1% for global, or is it 1% to 5%? Because if it's anything from 1 to 5%, now that changes things, because if we get 20%, 5, 10, 15, 20, along with this one, it'll be 25%. Of course, what are the odds? I don't know, okay? And if it's down to chance, I do wonder whether that would add a new dimension to the game. Maybe. Alright, but apart from that, I love the daily rewards for March, because there is a free 200, 300, 400, 500, 600 lapis. That's always good, especially Orlando is coming up, Titus is coming up, Eileen is coming up. Keep them in check. And what I like is this thoughtfulness. They know that we've gotten Odin, and they know that we need mega sites, and they have given it in abundance. I love it. I really, really appreciate it. And not just that, they've given us 3 rare summon tickets and a bonus, I think 80 energy. Really thoughtful of Gumi. So those are the parts of the news for this week. Thank you so much for watching this video to now. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please comment down below. If all that's all I have. Thank you so much. Zyron out.